Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this edition of Unpopular Review, the NXT edition, or NXT 2.0, however you want to put it. I'm your guy, Badguy Champ, back after taking a week off. Glad to be back. Excited to be talking about NXT, talking some Tuesday night wrestling. And coming along, joining me, I can't do this show alone without the heart and soul of tonight. You know her, she's not only on NXT, she's on The Challenge. She's also reviewing on Fridays, and sometimes Friday nights take her away. So let's bring her in. She's the captain of the 8th, 9th, maybe 12th C's. Let's bring her in, the captain. Come on, join me when I do it. Saluting Captain Shay. Yeah. What is going on, madam?
Nothing. Just taking in that amazing episode we just watched, especially with that awesome ending.
Ooh, I know, right? I mean, we should almost jump right in, but we're gonna get there. But what a really fun episode. I mean, I feel like there was a lot of good stuff, and there's also some filler, but nonetheless, it's like still NXT 2.0, still trying to find its way, trying to still get the pieces together. I mean, we were already talking about the ending. Why don't we just talk about the beginning? That's how things work, right? We just start from the beginning. So, I mean, we were joking a little bit earlier about how dangerous the NXT parking lot is. We were talking about how dangerous Florida is in general. Me and Shay were New Yorkers, so like everyone makes fun of New York and how dangerous it is, but no one talks about NXT's freaking parking lot. Like everyone says NYC. How about NXT parking lot? It's dangerous. Let's start it off. Let's talk about Hit Row. They're walking with, and this also should be something that anybody who have headphones and you make sure to not have it that loud.
Right.
Man, I mean, wasn't this crazy? Why don't you? I'm running my mouth. Why don't you talk about this? Let's talk about this dangerous part of the dangerous part of NXT.
Why was his headset so loud that he could not even hear? So that means he was just ignoring what his friends were saying the entire walk. Not a good friend. Do better. Do better.
You gotta. But look, I'm all for ignoring people because I think it's great, but you don't do it to the people that you care. I ignore people. I mean, it depends on who you are. It depends on. I have levels of these things. It's important, not important, and if you're in, I'm not listening to you. You're not interesting because you're in. And I just think his friends were in. Oh, well, we're not gonna. What you want me to say? Like, want me to say something very vulgar? No, I'm just gonna say you just
from the same area where SpongeBob went for that one bus ride. Why do you keep talking like that?
I do remember that episode. That was such a fun episode. Now I gotta watch it before the night is up. No, he really did not, because they were talking about Adonis, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't know where he's at," and the Phantasma come out of nowhere, and they're taking out Top Dollar. He's a big dude, but they still was able to get him in that. He's just such a big guy. So these guys, like, and you had the hits, you had the, and they get him in the car, and then they got B-Fab in there, and then Santos get in the passenger seat, and he said, "Yeah, now we got your family." Now I was just waiting for him to like twist his mustache, like, "Ha, see, I got you now." And
wow.
Yeah, wow is right. I just thought that was quite the opener. But this one I really I think you should take it. I know this was like your guy reason. One of our graphics a few weeks ago was because you picked this guy. He had like an interesting character, Joe Gacy. He's out here. I guess last week something happened over the lines. If they get him, so he wanted to get a title shot, and he said, if I do win, I want to be put in that match. Captain, why don't you talk about this? Why don't you take the floor?
Well, I do like the character, and I like where his story's going. It's just complex, so I like, those type of things. The match, though, I think it was very needed, because I feel like people really aren't giving him that respect in terms of his in-ring ability. Mm-hmm. But if anyone is not giving it after that match he had with Champa, I don't know what to say at this point, because he is really good. It's another thing where they're building recently they're building their character so well that you're forgetting sometimes that they can really deliver in the ring. It's crazy. But I mean, I guess that's what they want. Um, I really liked this match. It was very, it wasn't too long, wasn't too short. It was just enough to give you that, ooh, he's good. But then also, just, have Champa just around and, kind of still looking strong, as strong as he can look. But he got scary brawn on his back.
And that's that. You don't want to have scary Braun on your back because he seemed like a really big dude. So, and I don't know if Tommaso can really just be carrying all that weight like that. But I agree on a lot. I agree on a lot of the stuff you said. I mean, Gracie, I'm not really, Joe, I'm not super familiar with him, but I saw something. I said, oh, there's talent there. The character, it doesn't really hit me like that. It's just, I said, well, it's different. I go in that realm because, well, it's different. I mean, of all the gimmicks and whatever, I mean, even saying, you guys are my snowflakes. I said, oh.
That's so weird.
Huh?
That's so weird to say.
Just so random. Like, I was like, huh? I was just like, I don't know if I want to be called a snowflake. First off, I hate snow, and now you tell me I'm the thing that I hate. Like I'm this little particle that I don't think I'm a big fan of it. Honestly, I think it sucks. But he did have a really good match. Dude was in the audience. Pardon me. Harlan. I want to make sure I'm saying his name right. Harlan,
yeah.
He was in there. See, I heard you. So you don't have to repeat that. I know you always want to fight. But yeah, but he was out there, and I mean, he just looked like a killer. I mean, I had to look at some old pictures of him because I know his actual name was something Parker. Thank you. And I know I see the vibes everyone was talking about a young Brock, especially the hair. So I saw it, and I could get why him cutting the hair so he could stop that comparison and have him look like him. Like, okay, there's no comparisons to Brock. It's him.
Right.
But he looks like such a killer. And it's just, I want to say, but we're gonna. One of our very own was actually at NXT tonight. The Wrestling Doll, I'm trying to get to a comment real quick. We're going to get to everyone's comments, but she was out there. She said, what up, UPR fan? Leaving the Epic NXT show. She was out there, and all I'm saying is if I was in the audience and I saw this dude, and I seen some pictures where they took a picture from like the side. I don't know. He just looked like one of those guys who could just snap at any moment, which is great. Because you need a killer. You need a killer. But like you said, I just wanted to give this first match a little love because it really was about Joe Gacy. Tommaso, we know what he can do. You know what he was capable of doing in the old NXT. But now you're building this new NXT, and you gotta you gotta have some guys. And I'm not saying Joe's gonna be that guy, but he could be like a character. Like I think not everyone needs to be the Mount Rushmore. You need that person where you can come.
Mm-hmm. You can be a pillar. It doesn't have to be the main head, but you can be a pillar.
Yes, I like that. There you go. I was going to say that, but I wasn't too sure if I was going to use that right. But
see, I got you.
Thank you. She's great, ladies and gentlemen. But Holland beats the holy hell out of Tommaso Champa. I guess he's just saying look, why won't you die? Like, this is NXT 2.0, and now you're still here. I mean, he really was beating him up pretty badly. Joe, then eventually he it's so funny because the original picture here, we could just go behind the curtain. I don't know if we still we do. The original picture was going to be this, ladies and gentlemen. It was pretty damn close to being this picture. So when Joe Gacy put his hand on that man's face like that, and for whatever reason, it looked like it stunned him or whatever. It looked like I don't know he's like, what do I do here? And Joe Gacy is just the weirdest character ever because he does that. Then he tried to help Tommaso. Tommaso want to have nothing to do with him. He goes to the back, to which Toxic Attraction come out. But before we go in there and have Captain talk about Toxic Attraction, let's get into some of these chats.
Yes.
Let's get into some of these chats. We got my main man, George. He says, what's going on, guys? What's up, George? He says again, George again, he says NXT was awesome tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get back to Barbara. She says, what up? She's just leaving NXT. George, I think it was planned for them to go to SmackDown. That's why Legado del Fantasma did that. I like that, but we're going to talk about that. Gacy wasn't going to win because it's going to be. Yeah, no,
Yeah,
you nailed it. But I just think it was meant to be a showcase, so we do know what Joe can do. Because I didn't know anything about Joe, so I think that was great. My
yeah.
main man, and he says, "What up? What up? God bless you both.
That
Thank
was
you." Joyce says that ending really surprised me. I
yeah.
can't wait for Halloween Havoc now. Happy about Mello winning tonight. Yes, good for them all.
Ah,
Hey, I see one. No, 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 don't you start
he
now.
starts on the wrong foot every time.
Happy Shay Day. That's towards you.
For you.
Nope. We got Andy. Did Captain Shay change room? No sound effects. Ooh. 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 Hey
I
guys.
started this. Now it's like complete anarchy. It's insane.
Let me tell you something, guys, as our co-host and tag team partners. See, if they was UPR tag team belts, we'd be the tag team champs. That's why they don't have it. But if you're attacking, now you're attacking me. So I can't allow you to do that. So Anthony, I know you didn't come nowhere.
How dare you?
How dare you? Matter of fact, so let's talk about toxic attraction. Yes, that's my new thing. Let's talk about toxic attraction. I don't think I would do this any justice. Captain, please talk about it.
My girls, my girls. I literally am obsessed. I just love their dynamic. And I feel like they all give on the mic 100%. They all do. Jacy has actually been surprising me more and more with how well she handles the mic. Because I sometimes feel like she gets overshadowed. Because you have Mandy, who, of course, everyone knows who Mandy is. Then you have Gigi, who is just so different. Just in everything she does, how she moves, how she looks, how she speaks is so different. And then the hair, you instantly go to her. Then you have Jacy, who's kind of just, I mean, she's a beautiful girl, obviously, but she doesn't stand out as much as those two. So I feel like she sometimes get lost.
Right.
But I feel like whenever she speaks on that mic, it's no getting lost. She's great. I really do like her. Someone actually pointed out to me that she resembles Indy Hartwell. Now I cannot get it out of my mind, but they're both beautiful, so it's not a bad thing. I'm excited. I think that they might. I think that Mandy might win. I don't know why, but I just feel it.
Me too. But I thought that was just gas. But yeah, I mean, I think that. Hey, look, I was off last week. What do you want? Like, I was gonna come back with some sense of humor. I mean, well, I do want to say on air. I want to thank the executive consultant for filling in for me last week. It's great to know that a token bowling ball can take over on Tuesdays for me. But I do sit here and agree that I think Toxic Attraction they complement each other. I didn't think of it like how you did, how you said like how easy it is for Mandy and got Gigi, like you're paying more attention to them and not paying so much to Jayne. And but I thought she did pretty well. I mean, I didn't think, like I said, I didn't think much of it, but I thought she did pretty decent. And I mean, I do. Part of me sit here and say, well, I mean, we gotta have to wait and see when Halloween Havoc happens. But I mean, I'm like, do they put the title on all these women? I mean, that would be. I don't recall any time that ever happened. I mean, I'm pretty sure someone could say there's always that one guy who knows everything about wrestling and says like, "Yeah, well, it happened in like 2005, you idiot." So I'm not sure. I don't recall. Or suddenly they'll tell you the day, the exact time, and all that stuff. But I think that would be really cool. I think visual wise, that'd be really cool, and it'll show how dominant they are. Like, I think the factions that done it, like Evolution. I think maybe Four Horsemen. Someone can correct me. Undisputed Era. Remember them? They were. It's so funny because when Kyle O'Reilly had his match, he was like, and then he had that his brotherhood was like, I was like, so we can't say them close now. What are we doing here? You know what? I'm sorry. I'm gonna make a count for this. But I thought this segment was pretty decent. This guy comes out. You said he's a ladies' man, right? Quinn.
Zion Quinn.
I knew I was never gonna get that name right. But you know who he remind me of a little bit? Like no, and I'm not even trying to be funny. In a lot of ways, a light version of Ken Shamrock. Like he has the gloves, the tights. He just don't have that intensity as much as Ken Shamrock. I was thinking like Ken Shamrock, but not as Ken Shamrock. He banged his head, and you would like really someone had to tell him like this is not this is scripted. You don't have to really rip his ankles. But I kind of had like a Ken Shamrock vibe to him, and I could get how everyone would look at me like what. but maybe it was the attire. He like I said, his intensity does not match Ken Shamrock, but that's the vibe I kind of got. Like for whatever reason, this time around, I got more of a Ken Shamrock vibe from him.
More calm version of Kim Shamrock for you?
Safe spot in a safe zone, Ken Shamrock. Ken Shamrock who drinks his tea with his pinky out. Not barbaric Ken Shamrock who will like bust through the wall like the Kool-Aid man. And
interesting man. He kind of gives me like, okay, so if I could mix two people together to get what you're trying to say, I feel like it's giving Ken Shamrock, but it's also giving Steve Blackman. So you put these two together.
See that. I can see why you say that. Yeah.
I'm getting.
No, I think that just not without the cool pants like Steve Blackman. Steve Blackman has them really cool black pants. Like I don't know why, and even now I just image him waking up right now. Like he's probably sleeping in those pants. I don't think he ever took those off. I've never seen him in anything else. No, I don't think so. I think he went to sleep like that. I think he washes dishes like that. I think he take a shower like that. I don't know why. I just think he just wears that no matter. He goes to a school meeting like that.
I'd hate to smell them by now.
No, they never get dirty. That's how magical. They're magical pants. They just never get dirty. Let's get into some of these chats. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. We are just talking about every little thing. We're talking about Steve Blackman's pants. We're talking about people who deserve to be on the list. I think I'm not gonna have any more of that by the time this is all said and done. I might have to stop it.
I can't. Chats. Let's see what the people are talking about.
He said, I agree with George. I think they're going to SmackDown as well. I didn't go further up enough. I was confused. Can you guys explain the promo that showed up with that random name on it during NXT tonight? Ooh, I know you're talking about the guy who was digging in the shovel. Like
that was a girl.
Was that a girl?
It kind of sounded like a girl.
I'm going with her partner to win the NXT. No, go ahead. I'm sorry. Please finish.
No, it sounded like a girl. I was thinking it was Dakota Kai, to be honest. I mean, because she wasn't drafted, even though everyone said she was going
to. See, he's joking. He's a big fan of yours. I don't have a day. Don't do that. My day is August 23rd. Where were you? And where was my coconut cake?
So, okay, you're thinking it's a guy. I'm thinking it's a girl. But who do you think it is?
You know what's funny? Like, I didn't think Dakota Kai, but I was sitting there thinking to myself, because I remember... Because I don't even know, where's Elias? Anyone know where he's at? So I was in there saying, I was in there thinking maybe I have to listen to it again to be like, oh yeah, that was a woman. But I was thinking a guy. I got more of a guy vibe. But I was thinking Elias at first. But now you guys are saying women and Dakota. And I'm sitting there going, oh, so I guess she's not going to be called up. Hell, who knows? Maybe it's Xia Li. Maybe Xia Li's find a way to not go up to the main.
Xia got drafted. That's one thing Dakota did not. So.
No, that's true. I thought NXT was supposed to go downhill. Look perfectly fine. No, it's not supposed to go downhill. I mean, I think everyone just have this. Like for me, I was talking earlier with the captain. I was saying like, well, I did like that indie version of NXT once upon a time, the version that we had, 2-3 years ago. But now it's making this new transition. It's a whole different thing. And you just gotta give it a chance. That's all you gotta give it a chance. There's gonna be I think there's gonna be a lot of talent here. There's gonna be some talent that you like and you don't like. Like I was talking about Joe Gacy. I don't think I'm going to be a big fan of his, but I say and say, yeah, but you got to make him feel important. But I'd also say and say, Brian Breaker, sign me up. I mean, not to fight him. I mean, I don't want to get broke. I'm just saying, this time, yeah, no, he looks like he's.
You got to take him out of yourself.
No, I know you're a big fan of them, Shay, but Mandy Rose realistically is not going to beat Raquel. The other two, I could realistically see beating Raquel.
I don't think. I really do think there will be some type of interference, like to help Mandy. Definitely do, but I do see it being a thing. Right now, she's one of. I'm kind of over the Raquel. Yeah. It's run its course with me.
Right.
So yeah, Raquel's getting to that point where the crowd is kind of souring on her, which is how they are with any babyface champion after some time.
A lot of people agreeing with you. They can see Steve Blackman.
See, they see the vision.
They do. They got it. I just don't see it because you don't have the cool pants. But I get it.
But I could see why people would say Mandy's not going to win, just from a physical standpoint.
Right.
Makes sense. Very logical.
Regardless, I think there's a lot that makes sense in his vignettes. Yeah, because it seems similar. That's the only reason why. And George has mentioned, I think it's a woman. It could be Ember Moon. But I mean, I know she did have this thing where she wanted to do it. She wanted to switch up her character a bit. So, and it's funny that was really the next segment because Quinn he beats Malik Blade. I mean, real quick. Not real quick. I don't want to say it like that because we're gonna go and do a commercial after this. Yeah, I mean, he watched him. I haven't played Grand Theft Auto in a long time, so I think what the thing was like smoked. Yeah, he smoked him. He smoked the lad.
He got some offense though, and the crowd was very much behind him.
Yeah, they were. I mean, I think he's getting some support. And I mean, I see that they have a big future on him. I mean, was this the second match and he won, right? Or was this? Yeah, it's like the second match. Yeah. So I mean, he's doing pretty well. But ladies and gentlemen, as I turn the page, we're going to do a commercial break. We're going to be right back. Stay tuned, and we'll be back after these lovely words.
Damian Priest, yeah, he's on another level. I like Damian Priest.
Hey. I found on that one.
Damian Priest is an amazing champion. I think that even last night proved that. I mean, if you had him beat two pretty much surefire Hall of Famers and former champions, I think that that's a great sign that you're pushing him. So,
well, I love me some Damian Priest. I've loved him since I first got into it, especially from the WrestleMania 37 this year. And I love watching him in the ring. He's one of my favorites as well. I want him to wrestle somebody else. I'm over him and Sheamus. Sheamus isn't bad. I just getting bored.
I agree.
I think he's gonna face Keith Bearcat Lee next. I think I could see a potential feud coming.
You think Bearcat Lee?
I wouldn't do that.
Somebody else, maybe.
I wouldn't.
I like how I was getting ready to talk and they just cut me the hell off. It's very rude. Very rude. I don't approve that. Oh, that is like the wrong banner. Let's do that. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are watching the NXT Unpopular Review, the NXT edition. I'm Badguy, Champ, and she's the Captain Shaysphere. If you're liking all this, if you got us on Facebook, give us a reaction. If it's on YouTube, give us a thumbs up, like, love, and share, please. We're on all different platforms. We're on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter. There's this thing with a P. I guess that's like Patreon. I just learned that 2 weeks ago, and I was just so amazed. I know what that was. But, ladies and gentlemen, I digress. We have Champa. He does he's being interviewed, but he's interrupted by the Grizzled Young Vets. My favorite team. Like, I don't like them, but I like them. I like that, like, I don't know. I just enjoy them. I want to see them at Starbucks just raising hell. I just want to see what they're like going to a kid's party and causing all kinds of hell. But they want to pick a fight with him. But Braun Breaker is just like, well, we're gonna do it. Let's do it now. It's just, I have a love for people who yell. That's why I'm always yelling. I won't have a voice by 50, and you guys will be sad. But he's out there in a set for next week where it's going to be the Grizzled Young Vets against Braun Breaker and Tommaso Champa, to which Breaker mentions, like, he says something over the lines of, I watch your back until it's time to do, till it's time to have our match. Any thoughts before we move on to the very next thing?
No, I just thought it was funny. He basically was like, I want you to be 100% when I beat the crap out of you. Like, I don't know how someone's supposed to take that, but hey, beautiful, how are you?
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how anyone.
No, I'm here too.
I love Braun. That's all I have to say. What's the next segment?
Braun Breaker. The big breaker. The big break. So we have Diamond Mine. This is the debut of Ivy Nails. I got the girl's name, but I know I'm gonna butcher it.
Niles?
Yeah, no, Ivory Niles, but who was the girl she faced? Oh, you don't know?
I couldn't get her name. I couldn't.
I got like Valentina, and then there's someone with an F. And that's what she'll get because, I mean, she got the F beat out of her. See what I did there? That was funny. Boom. I won that. Matter of fact, high five. So anyway, but Ivy Niles, it's a debut match. I mean, this was really a showcase on what she can do. You seemed pretty interested when we were talking a little bit about her, but what did you think about it? What did you think about her debut?
I thought, she's a physical specimen, obviously. She looks outstanding. And she moved pretty well in the ring. You know, she had a substantial amount of power. So, you know, and I feel like as of right now, she's the most popular with the crowd. Thank you so much. She's amazing. Thank you. I couldn't think of the name. I think she's the most popular with the crowd right now, to be honest. If we listen to the crowd when they talk about each person, she's the clear favorite in that group with the crowd. I think she might be the ace in the hole to finally make me take Diamond Mine seriously, because right now it's like barely for me right now. Even with Broderick having the title, it doesn't mean anything. I need a little bit more. You know, Julius did really stand out to me though today.
I love Julius. I have to say this. Like, Niles, I almost said Nails, but Niles, hopefully I'm saying that right. She had a really good showing. Mm-hmm. And then, like, what is this freaking guy's name? I can't stand him. Like, as soon as I saw him, I can't stand him.
That's all you're going to talk crap about Ikemen? Again? Ikemen Gyro?
Yeah, I can't stand Gyro. Like, just I'm not a fan of Gyro. I can't. What are we doing here, ladies and gentlemen? Like, I'm just no. I'm not.
Are you jealous because you don't have a jacket like his?
I have a very cool jacket. Matter of fact, it's so cool. Huh?
I'm sure you don't have any jackets like his.
No, mine's is cool. I know mine's is cool because my mommy told me. So I'm winning at this. No one can beat me at that. My mommy said that. What's someone gonna say? Are your mom alive? Come meet me outside. How about that? Matter of fact, don't. It's pretty late. And I don't want to come outside. I want to sweat. But Inky Man, Gyro, he comes out. He talks about, I want a title shot and stuff like that. Well, what have you done? Why should we give you that? It's like going to a bank.
Great fashion sense. I think that's more than enough of a reason.
No, disgusting. Let me tell you something. I need time to talk. His fashion sense stinks. It's awful. It's downright. It reminds me of like Florida. That's why. And then he comes out with these bright, colorful shirts. Jackets. My eyes hurt. I'm having a hard time trying to do this, take notes for the show so I can do this. Gets in the ring. He wants a title shot. Doesn't deserve it, but whatever. Julius, see, at first I put Creed Brother 1. But this baby face, this beautiful white man kicked this guy's ass. And I loved him for every moment of this. And you know why I love this about it? Because Inky Man gets on my nerve. He wrestles with the jacket. Oh, look, I want to be different. Shut up. Shut up. I want you to drink. I want you to get a whole cup, put some ice in it, and drink that cup of shut up because you get on my damn nerve. So when Julius was throwing him around, now a little bit I said here, I got worried. Because I said, well, we need a new contender for Roddy, right? So I said, oh, great. Gyro's going to beat him. And yes, I'm going to keep saying Gyro. I said what I said. I am who I am. But Gyro, I said, oh, man, he's going to win. But Julius Creed, I got to say, I don't know if he watched AEW, but he must be a fan of Arn Anderson because he talked about, I'm always strapped. And he lifted his shirt up. I said, what's going on in Florida? I said, whoa. When he said, I'm always strapped, I kid you not, I turned off the TV for a second because I don't want to see this shit. I don't want to see a murder. I got scared. But yeah, Gyro gets beat by Julius, I almost called him Julius Caesar, but Julius Creed, beautiful, beautiful baby face. And I was enjoying this too because then right after, he's getting jumped, and I loved it. I don't know why. I started.
Did you see the other Creed brother beating him with his towel?
Yes, I love it. Good. Good. And then even Niles was getting in there. I said, I love this. I said, this group has clearly turned baby right here before our very eyes. Why are you looking at me like that? I don't understand.
Baby what? They're not baby faces. Not at all. You need to stop being a hater of good fashion sense and leave Icky Man alone. Leave him alone. Get your jacket game up.
I'm going to deny that. I'm going to deny that. I'm going to deny what you just said. So yes, yeah, I did. I have this. I don't even know. I have cool jackets. Matter of fact, I'm going to send you a picture of my jacket later. It's cool. I have my name on it. so I don't lose it. So I'm irresponsible.
What's the chat saying? Can we hear what the chat is saying?
I think the chat agrees with me. I want to know. I need to.
Put one in the chat if you love Icky Man. Do it right now. Do it right now.
Don't y'all do it. Don't y'all do that. Don't y'all listen to her. She's trying to just be very like confrontational, and I don't like it. No, I'm not. What is your best quality? Why are you asking such like deep questions? What are we talking about? We're talking wrestling.
Is this a wrestler?
That stuff is cool and all that. See, thank you. You're great. I'm gonna tell Chris that Chris needs to like take a vacation or something like that.
I agree. It's better than Diamond Mines merch. Yeah.
I don't like Diamond Mine turned baby. I just need everyone to agree with me on that. They turned baby. Chris said a lot is going on in Florida.
Yes.
I can imagine. What was the worst thing? Well, a lot of not so. Ooh. Elvis, why do you pick fights? You're like 5 foot. You're like 5'3" on a good day. Someone can spray raid on you, and that'd be it. What you got? Well, I have to go. I have to wake up early, take my daughter to school. Hey, thank you for joining and tuning in, Charmaine. Thank you. Barbara, you broke my heart.
Exactly. Thank you.
My heart.
Thank you.
Barbara, no. Yeah, zip it, Elvis. Yeah, this is heartbreaking. Look, that's disrespectful to kids. See, she's saying you're disrespectful. Yes, I agree.
That's it. George gets it. That's
fine. Huh? See, he's agreeing with me. I like you, George. Welcome. You're now the part of the Children of Jack, part of my new stable. That's right.
Thank
you. It's hard to look at. Yeah, see? Thank you.
Yeah. Whoa, Anthony, we're not seeing eye to eye today. We're just not clicking.
Stop yelling at everybody. Listen, he's agreeing. He's a clearly smart man. Anthony, you're very smart. Thank you.
George is smart.
Oh,
she would be great for them, actually. I actually think she would fit right in, but we'll give them a bit more personality.
For Zoe to join him?
Yeah.
Oh, you would be down for that?
Yeah, I think she kind of fits. Thank you.
Unbelievable. You'll be hearing from me in the chat later tonight.
Oh my God.
Diamond Mind is ill. Did you not watch what I was watching? What are you? No. Are you on glasses here? Are you blind?
Why are you wearing glasses?
He should sue them for giving them bad prescription. Good night, Charmaine. We all just kidding, George. No, I'm saying that you're. See, look, Charmaine says she loves you. That's so sweet. I like that. That's what we are. We're all like a little family here. We like to have fun here. Shay, who do you get out of here? Go.
What are you talking about?
Yelling is Jack's job. Yes, but we're having so much fun there. But we had Kushida coming back. He tried to help and save his boy, but he got jumped by the baby faces and was laid out. So yeah, but it looked like they're going to continue that feud. Continue that feud. We got Raquel. She's talking about she's going to give Mandy a shot at Halloween Havoc. They're going to have a match. But and it's not so much I hate the concept. I just hate when people like spin the wheel, make a deal. I just image for some reason Pitbull busting out through the door and just start dancing. Just I don't understand.
The thoughts that you have scare me often. Huh? The thoughts that you have scare me often.
I'm gonna write a book one day. It's gonna be a bestseller. But we get the tag match between Kyle O'Reilly, Von Wagner, and was it Pete Dunne and Hollands? Do you want to talk about it? Do you want to lead this one?
I was just not invested in this match. I don't understand what they're trying to pull with the whole like Vaughn. Like, what is the end game with Vaughn? Honestly, no. I'm sorry. He has to get his look together. Like, it's like from the ring gear to the haircut, it's not working. Everything is off. I just can't. I can't. But he's nice in the ring. He's decent in the ring. Like, he's not terrible. But it's just
he
looks so basic. He needs a look that stands out because he just looks like a generic, really tall guy. That's it.
Yeah. I agree. He got a. I always said this, and like it's not even a disrespect because he's no longer with us. But the guy who's the ECW zombie, He reminds me of the hair, even a little like what he got like his eye. I don't know if his eyes actually have paint around them, like the little black paint, or maybe that's just. I remember one time you said his, like his head.
Eyebrow ridge is protruding. That's what.
Yeah. Yeah. So
more than usual. Like mine's a little.
No, but his is like pretty much like it really does look like something like I can't even do it with this. I was trying to get the thing, but it's like really a shadow right there. It's like I don't know, it's like he's an owl or something like that. I don't know what's happening, but it's what it is. Like, hey, look, look, he's on the I almost said main roster, but he's on the NXT brand. I mean, this is developmental. So he has the opportunity. If he was on the main roster, I think we can all sit here and go like, what are you doing here? This is an opportunity to grow. I think him being with Kyle O'Reilly is pretty good because it kind of helps. I think the cool thing is having that old NXT guard, and obviously, I don't want to say mentor necessarily, but you kind of blend those. I don't want to say generations. I don't think they're far in age, but you know what I'm saying? Like this era, I guess the eras. I think that's the best word to put.
He's like Kyle's more from the past. He's the present. But I'm also really confused about where we're going with Kyle. Like, he seems a little bit lost right now, and I'm very sad about it because I feel like in the past NXT he was never lost. It was kind of obvious. Everyone saw it as he's gonna win the title next. He's gonna win the title next. Now it's like, oh, but maybe he'll win it. Oh, but maybe he'll win it. There's so many. He kind of got pushed back in the line a little bit. It's like you kind of see it. It maybe not have been said, but you see it. And I'm worried for him.
Yeah, no, and I can see why you say that because like once upon a time he was such a main priority, and I'm sorry, I just wanted to take something, but no, he was a main priority, and now he's not so much because now with this new NXT, it's like. Not to say that they forgot about the other guys, but now they really, really push. Because a lot of the show, I mean, it was kind of hard to keep up with these names.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very hard. Yeah, I do feel different. It's crazy because January, he was pushed kind of heavy. If that makes sense, like he was pushed kind of heavy, and I mean, even towards late August, I would say mid-August, late August, when he had that final encounter with Adam, and even though they were kind of slowing down with him, it was like, oh, he beat Adam. Now he's conquered this guy. So now it's like it's almost like I overcame my friend who beat me. I mean, not beat me, betrayed me, and now I'm gonna go for the championship. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where they go with it. Hopefully they don't. Kind of like Kyle, but at the same time, he just don't feel the same like he did earlier this year. Though I remember for a while, even though everyone said, "Oh, he's basic, he's bland, blah blah blah." Or what's the new word now? He's mid. I'm like, well, sometimes I hear that, I'm like, what the fuck does that even mean?
It's not even a new word.
Huh?
It's not even a new word.
Yeah. Why'd you say it was so much like sad?
Because everyone's saying it's a new word, but it's not. Like literally, you could walk down any block in New York and someone's saying mid since like the 90s.
I've been educated, and that was your round of being educated with the captain. Good job, Cap. But let's get into some of these chats before we move on, because the chat's been pretty lively and pretty nice to us today. Well, more you, I mean, because everyone's been very, with the exception of maybe a few people, but some people have been utterly rude. If Mandy Rose wins the NXT Women's Champion, look for Callie Ray to be the next challenger. Right, they have her, and like, I don't know. Never disrespect. I didn't even disrespect it. Shut up. Not even like 5'5". Rich Holland should debut on SmackDown tonight after Crown Jewel by attacking Brawler. But see, that's the thing too. And he ate the pin, and I kind of didn't like that. I know a lot of people don't like Rich Holland, but I just don't like how he's taking a lot of these losses. I mean, granted, right? Well, we're gonna do. Oh my goodness, my voice is going in now. But what we're going to do, have Pete Dunne lose. So I get that, but I just don't like him losing so much, especially when him going up to the main. Because, like, for me, not watching NXT, now he goes to the main roster. I'm supposed to take this guy seriously. Like, no, you just lost. Like, I'm not going to take you seriously. Get out of here, you cold cup of tea. So we're gonna keep going down. Let's see what else we got. Anthony said you are glowing today. Yeah.
you.
And we got Barbara. We still love you. Oh my God, it's nice to be loved. I had a really bad day. I had bad Mac, so I told everyone that. But you guys make up for it. We talked about the tag match.
We have Andre Chase.
I love this man. Please talk about it before, and maybe we'll do a commercial break. But please talk about it.
Andre Chase was basically pointing out Odyssey Jones' terrible ring awareness.
Agreed.
I'm glad someone brought it up because it's pretty cool.
It's crappy. I agree.
And Andre righted the
The
wrong.
ring technician that he is.
Exactly. And then you have this guy questioning him.
Oh, gross.
Trying to give good advice.
Oh.
And you're being condescending. Get out. You don't need to be in this class. You're getting dropped. I hope he got dropped.
I hope so too. I love when Chase told him, and go tell Steve. I said, "Fuck you." I said, "What?" Like I buzzed out in tears with that one. But I love this segment. Like Duke. I'm sorry. Chase don't have to be like this in-ring guy. I just love him with his segments, and I just think he got a terrible class though. Like he brought up something so like when I was watching it, and it's funny. I was playing because I think we're gonna agree. 2K20 was terrible. I was playing 2K19, and one of the guys grabbed the ropes, and the ref didn't see it. So, like I said, that's really bad ring awareness. So I had to agree with him when they said that. I was like, yeah, you did kind of mess up there by putting your foot under the rope, like the ref's going to see it. And now you lost. Now you stink. now you're in the loser column.
Right.
You know what? I think of Odyssey Jones. but now we're going to do a commercial break. We're going to do a really, as I try to get my voice back. Jesus, I blame you for making me yell so much. But we're going to say and go to I'm going to do a commercial because I don't want to get yelled at by him. We're going to do a commercial.
Hit Row got called up from NXT to the main roster. Hit Row has not been a thing for very long. They just started. They were feuding with Legado del Fantasma. I feel like they all need a little bit more seasoning. I feel like even if you brought just one person up, I would
pick Swerve out of all of them.
Swerve is ready. Swerve is ready to be a champion. He's ready to be NXT champion. He's ready to be, IC champion. He's just ready. But if you called up all of them, I don't know. Right? Tell me how you feel about this. I'm not sure how I feel about it.
I'm not big on Hit Row. I mean, Swerve is the only one that I would have picked to gone up to either SmackDown or Raw because he's actually ready. I feel like the rest of them needed more time, especially B-Fab. She needs a lot more time.
Right.
She's only been in that ring two times?
As my brother Anthony says all the time, you ride.
And you can catch those lovely folks on Friday night. They're a great duo. We got, WWE Doll, Wrestling Doll. I want to make sure I got the name right. And the administrator. They do a great job. Right after SmackDown go off the air, they're on the air. So we talked about Chase. Matter of fact, we want to get into the comment. George said, I remember that Captain Shaysphere mentioned Zoey Stark could be the next challenger for the NXT Women's Championship after her feud with Io. We got the champ with the best beard. I'm taking notes for my own. Thank you. Not an Andre Chase fan, but the segment was pretty funny. I agree. It was very, very funny. Vinnie Mac letting them the talent swear was the
fan, but he'll grow on people for sure. I really do believe it.
I think it's cool. I mean, it doesn't do, at this point, I'm just like, oh, cool. They said some kind of word. But Andre, I mean, it's just something about how he delivers everything. It just makes it, because anybody can curse, but I think it's the way he delivers everything.
Can you put the one you had up? I wanted to answer that.
Which one?
The one about Vinnie Mac. It said Vinnie Mac.
Oh, this one?
So what I want to say is I feel like he's kind of getting with the times. It seems that cursing evokes a lot of emotion in wrestling fans, and it makes whatever sentence you just said, you could say, I want a jalapeno cheese, bitch. It's amazing. So, it's the truth. He's obviously getting with the program. Maybe when he wanted them to focus more on substance instead of dropping a curse word, but you have to do with where your audience mentally is.
That's funny.
So that's what's going on with that.
That is funny. That's great. What you said? Hop in your. What is it? Getting your cheese, bitch. What?
I don't even remember I just said it.
I'm gonna.
Example.
That was great. Hop in the cheese, but I mean, I love cheese, but I'm not hopping in anybody's cheese. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, that's Shay. I'm just gonna say I missed last week, and I'm making up for it. But let's talk about Well, before we talk about Duke Hudson against Grayson Waller, this was your guy. I know. This is your guy. There you go. I love how excited she gets.
He's so great. I love that whole little promo. It was so cute, and he's just great. He's so deep in his character. I think those are the best characters when you see that they're like enveloped in it. They're in it, and he's in it completely. So I'm just obsessed. I love it.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
yeah.
I know I missed this earlier, but I mean, I don't think too much of it, but I wanted to connect it to because it was kind of connected. But the Lash legend, she had a little segment, and I didn't even take notes for it. It's just, I don't know, it didn't really do anything for me. Although at the end, when she said about Tony, did I get his whole name?
Her purpose is to be like a pop culture.
Yeah.
Because all her jokes are always so aimed at, what recently has been like a hot thing. Like, she brought up Squid Game. So I think that's her thing. Like, she's a pop culture input, They're trying to make it all lively and colorful and, interactive. That's her.
It reminded me of someone was mentioning like a Wendy Williams like show or something like that. Like them it's almost like they did you remember how the old the old shows were where Piper's Pit and all that stuff, but now they monetize it and do it like, let's do a talk show where you're sitting down in an actual area and there's a crowd and all that and that. I mean, and I think while aesthetics, I'm like, that's kind of a cool idea because it's modern. Like the idea, not to say like the stuff like, I mean, Jericho had his thing, Kalido, I know there's a bunch of other names I just can't think of, Edge, Christian, and now you just take that concept but change it like, look, we're gonna have a stage. But I don't know, it just didn't do anything for me. But yeah, Tony, I mean, he's getting a lot of momentum. He's talking about his debut was a success. And he didn't have a match, and he was really upset. But he said, "Don't worry, the producer, he was a good guy." So I'm saying, so we're killing people too. So we're taking numbers. Like, I love that this was on camera, and this man's not arrested, but he'll be here next week. I love wrestling. I just love wrestling. Like, I never want to hear anyone because you fought me once upon a time. Kane was wrong, but was he? But we'll move on because I don't want to get yelled at. No.
What's wrong? He literally was wrong. That man should be in prison.
Why do you always tiny yell me?
No, because you keep starting. You're the one that brought up Kane. I would not have said anything. I would have let you live.
Order in the court. So I got the mallet. Bong. I love this. I don't even know why I got this. But let's talk about Duke. I hate when she gives me that stare. Duke Hudson against Grayson Waller. Duke Hudson now, what is he like? He works at casinos now?
6'5". I don't know if you knew that.
Huh?
I don't know if you knew he was 6'5".
I had no idea. That's groundbreaking right there. Like straight 6'5", like not 6'5".
Go unnoticed.
I know. I know you noticed. How'd you know? Was it his Twitter or Instagram?
It was his Instagram.
I'm
so glad that he won, though. Like, yes.
Yeah.
Hudson fans rise. It is our time.
This is our time. But this man said you need to catch him on Mondays, please.
Times.
You heard the lady. You heard her. But yeah, no, I was happy Duke won too. And I like Grayson though. I really do like him. But I felt like Duke was kind of lost. I mean, what we like 3-4 weeks in, but I just feel like he was lost a little bit. And maybe that's just too soon to be saying, he got lost. But it's something about Duke that's like he can talk, he can go in the ring. Like I said, I just didn't know where the casino stuff came from. And Barbara says not for this Waller fan. It's not. Well, you're not a fan?
I love Grayson Waller too. He's he's great. I like that they had him explain his in-ring gear because for so long I'm just like, what is this?
I should have said that, right? Because like for the longest, you've always been like, what is that? What are we doing here? He might have heard you. He might have heard you on. He might have been watching one of your Twitch streams, and was like, "Hey, why is she attacking me?" And she said, and he said, "You know what? I have to like explain this." Because I don't think he was the only one. I think a lot of people did. And he said some over the lines of like he's Golden Glove, and apparently Tyson Fury and Dante Wilder knows him, which I don't believe that's true. Until I see an actual picture. No, because I don't like being lied to. I feel like I've been lied to. It's like, like you ever go.
Know him though.
I'm sorry, say that again?
What if they know him though?
I don't believe it. I don't think anybody knows him. I don't think his own parents know him. Look, I just think this. I think he's basically, when you go to a restaurant and you see a very nice picture of a food, and then when you get the food, it looked like someone just spit in it. I think that's what he just did. He just lied to me and painted this fancy picture, and meanwhile, it was garbage. But nonetheless, he had a good showing. I mean, not a really long showing. I don't even think the match was really that long. But Grayson be all right. I think Duke needed more. I think he needed to get the win. Mm-hmm. We got homie. He says Duke Hudson. Who are these people? In this moment. Who do you know these other two people?
That's all of his names that he's had. Like,
okay. Oh, you're one of the guys who says every name. Hey, it's Diesel. What up, buddy? That's my guy. AKA Cat Guy.
Bad Cat.
Oh, Cat Guy. Oh, he fused our names. That's what he did. You're a wise one, Joseph. How are you, buddy? Hope you're all right. We got George. He said, I guess I'm going to go with Raquel to retain the NXT Women's Championship. Not a bad pick, but don't be surprised if Mandy gets the win. I mean, there's a possibility she can take the win. And I couldn't get the names here, so I'll leave it up to you. But Indy Hartwell, you said something earlier about
it's Indy Hartwell, Persia, correct or something. Persia, what's called Persia? Hi.
See, she said
Indian Persia versus Saray and Amari Miller.
There we go. It was Amanda, right? Okay.
Yeah. Persia, this is literally giving me very much, she might be like single white female type. Like, I don't know why I'm getting that vibe with her.
Ooh, which one?
Persia.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't get okay.
Every week she comes, it's like she's morphing into Indy. Even her hair this week was very similar. I'm just saying.
So she's morphing into her friend, is what you're saying?
It's giving me Mickie James, early Mickie James.
Oh, 2005. Wow.
The best. Well, actually no, but that's another story for another time.
Sure.
But I mean, I'm assuming this is probably going to end up being a triple threat tag match for the titles. I really, really, really hope Toxic Attraction wins. I love Toxic Attraction. I love Gigi Dolin. I love Jacy Jayne. I want them to win. I'm over the Io and Zoe. They hate each other. Why don't you just have a match already and fight, and Io can
just go to the main roster, right? Yeah, no, it feels like it's just something that's been dragging for, and I don't know, has it been dragging that long? Because I don't think it has, but it feels that way. If that makes sense.
They didn't even defend their titles for 3 weeks.
A month.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So it's like, yeah, it's been dragging on since even before they won the tag.
And it's such a shame because Io is someone I just don't think you're supposed to be like. I can't tell how wrestling fans would be, but like Io is someone I'm like, if someone said like, yeah, I'm tired of Io, you're like, what? Like, how are you tired? But I'm tired of what they are doing because even when she get in the ring, and I think I popped a little bit for it. I mean, it don't take much for me to have a good laugh. But Io get in the ring and says, I don't like everybody, I don't like anyone. And then when she looks at Zoe, and Zoe is like, let me guess, you don't like me? She said, don't speak for me.
Yeah, that made me laugh. That was
and she says, what, do you like me now? And she says, no. It's just, it's little things like that kind of make me laugh. But I do think they should drop the titles. I think with this being a triple threat, it does open the door for Toxic Attraction to win the title and not pin. Even though you could pin Zoe and not pin Io, but you could actually have that team not get pinned and pin the team of Indy and
I feel like Persia's going to be the one taking the pin.
Say it one more time.
I think Persia is going to be the one to take the pin.
Yeah, like that. She could be the one to take the pin. So yeah, that's a great call. We're almost there at the main event, ladies and gentlemen. We have one segment before we get into the main event, and I guess we'll do one more commercial. But yeah, pretty much all 6 women are fighting in the ring. It looked like that's going to be the next match, or one of the matches for Halloween Havoc, which would be, I wrote it down, but it'll be October 28th. So I guess that's like 2 weeks or something like that. I'm terrible with time. We got Barbara. She mentions Io is a lone wolf, always and forever. There we go. I feel like Io had done her time on IC. She needs to move to the Raw or SmackDown. Yeah, she's practically done. And it's funny because like sometimes I'd be like, nah, you don't want to. But I'm trying to figure out what more can she possibly do.
Right.
And a change of scenery might be really, really good for her. I just hope that when the time comes, they just understand what they got with her. JJ, when do you expect? So for 2, I've said his name all wrong to debut on NXT. If Vince decided to do that, and how would you book this debut if Vince came to you? I'm not too sure what JJ is. I don't know. Do you want to go with the first one? I try to figure it out because I don't know much about this gentleman, but I know he's related to the family. But go ahead.
I mean, I gotta wait and see. I really can't answer much. I want to wait and see what they do first. Like I need that first match to really have an answer.
Fair enough. The next segment we have Grayson. He walks in the back and
Cora Jade gave
I was going to say that
stare I've ever seen. What did this man do to her? Why did she it was like death stare times 1,000 she gave him.
I mean, I don't know if this dude was trying to make a move, but I think she looked at him like maybe the way he said, "Hey, what's up?" And she's like, or maybe she's just not a fan of his ring gear. You know, that happens too. You know, that could be a thing. I don't know. But there's a girl there, and you know, he says, "Hey, why don't let me go wash up and we go have a good time." To Cameron Grimes, it's so crazy because it's like I was like, "Oh right, he's here," and he's there, and Grayson says something over the lines of, he said, "How do you get that girl? How you just hitting home runs?" And this guy says, "It's not about wins or losses." I immediately turned the TV off. I said, "This guy don't get the hell out of my face." But he says them over the lines like, change your look, shave. I think he tried to show him one of those dating apps or something like that. And Cameron Grimes was just so amazed by it. It makes me laugh because I just go like Cameron Grimes is just a caveman. Like he don't even know like stuff is what it is. Well, we go to the main event. We have Swerve against Santos Escobar. Santos Escobar earlier in the night, he after committing kidnapping, he's working out. He's working the muscles out, and he got his family. He said, "Oh, you don't have your family, but I got mine." I feel like that's things you never say to either Batman or Simba. But he's working out. He said, "Don't worry though, my guys are going to be in the back because I'm going to beat you. We're going to have me and you 1-on-1." Obviously, he's a liar. They have and they gave him time too. I remember talking a little bit. We talked a little bit, and we were like, "Wow, they're giving him, a pretty fair, decent amount of time." I think about the main event. Raquel got maybe 2 weeks ago.
It was like 5 minutes.
Yeah, so they gave him a little bit of time, and when you had Swerve come out, it was like he was looking like this is it. This is really my last. This is swan song. I mean, they did a lot of flashy moves. I mean, I think we both know what these guys can do and what they're capable of doing. And it's just they didn't disappoint. It really didn't disappoint. It's not this match was in the level to me of the match they had in January, right? When they had that for the cruiserweight title. that was a really good match. I mean, to me, that was Swerve's coming out party, and I thought right here this was good. This was a good TV match. And when you had, and I remember we were talking, in the chat, and we are like, well, how did this go? Did we go? I remember you mentioned, well, Swerve just dropped the title. That's pretty much it. And I was like, it would be interesting if he actually retained it and then he could just drop it, because I feel like that was such a cop out. I'm not even cop out, but that's such an easy way.
Right.
So, and every now and then it'd be nice to be surprised. So, this is going on, and it's looking like Swerve is like all odds are against him. But the homies, you have Trick and Carmelo Hayes, right? Carmelo, I'm gonna make sure, because I mixed all my Carmelos up. It's like a whole bunch of Carmelo. There we go. Carmelo. Thank you. Good job, partner. And they help even up the odds. The Santos boys are just getting hammered. And when I say that, I'm not saying they were drinking; they were getting beat up. And Swerve gets the win, surprising. And I really, to quote one of our co-hosts, I liked it. I thought that I really liked that finish, and the reason I liked the finish because I thought that was like, wow, I didn't think they would do that. And then there was an end credit, and Captain, my captain, take the floor. Let's go into this next part right here.
We have Carmelo Hayes. He cashes in, and it's amazing. It's so awesome because I genuinely just didn't know. I didn't think they pulled the trigger this fast. So it was like a genuine surprise. And also, I just love Carmelo Hayes so much. I think he's so talented. I love his vibe with Trick Williams. I think that they bounce off each other really well. And I'm just excited to see where it goes. Obviously, because, I said there's no reason he should keep this title. So I'm glad that the title's off of him. So he can kind of go into SmackDown fresh, and I'm excited for him and his new journey, but I'm also really, really excited and happy for Carmelo as well. So great.
No, I agree. Carmelo Hayes, I honestly forgot about I keep saying Money in the Bank, but the contract. So when he came in and he turned on him, and then he giving up the contract, I said, "Oh right, he got that." And that was actually really good booking, because I don't think we were the only ones that forgot. Mm-hmm. When he came out and he was helping them, I was like, "Yeah, that's strange." Just a few weeks ago, he was kind of a heel.
Yeah.
So it just seemed kind of odd to when he brings up the contract and have the little finish. And I think there's going to be some really good things for Carmelo. I think he's we're rooting for him in the tournament. He won. How old he is, seemed like a young kid. And there's gonna be good things. And I agree with everything you said about him and Trick. Like, they just match up very well. Like they complement each other very well. So and that was NXT. I thought NXT was pretty good. There was a lot of filler, and there's also still this growing. It's still growing. I think that's the best way to say things. It's a still growing brand. It's and I think about when we have NXT for years, how it's been for years, where they had the indie Dolins and all these other things, blah, 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 blah. Now we're just, let's take stuff from scratch. Let's bring a bunch of people that no one that might not be familiar with these guys. And they're using these guys and they're trying to find them and place them in categories like Braun Breaker. I think he's going to be a killer in the main event scene. Carmelo Hayes, he can run that mid-card scene, which is not a bad, I don't think that's bad. I think about people who were in the mid-card and grew and ended up being in the main event. So, there's opportunity there. There's an opportunity of growth. So I thought it was a pretty fun show. We got next week. There's a few matches that was announced. I didn't even really write them down. But you don't have to worry about it, because we'll be here. We'll be here to be talking about all NXT. Let's get into some of these. Before we go into plugging all these other shows and everything like that, let's get into some of these comments.
Also, can I point out the storytelling between Carmelo and Santos as well? Because remember when Carmelo had brought up that he might go for that title, Santos confronted him about it. And Melo just said, be careful, because Melo don't miss. And Melo didn't miss. So I definitely think we're going to be going into a revisited feud with them.
That's interesting. I forgot all about that. Good stuff. Good stuff. You smart stuff. Smart Shay. That's what we're gonna right there. Smart Shay. We got let me say, how about Fatu getting his long-awaited vignette? Looking like you're gonna bring him in as Samoan Street Fighter. Can't wait to see him represent the Bloodline. I don't think you had to have him represent the Bloodline so quickly. Just let him just be him. You know, I wouldn't mention Peyton and Casey there too. I forgot about them, but even then, I mean, how many shots? I feel like they've had a lot of shots. At one point, I did think they would win, but I don't see it now, especially with Toxic Attraction right now. Like that's really in that tag team division, like that. I mean, I don't know what their rankings. I don't think they have a ranking, but I just think your main focus right now is Toxic Attraction. JJ, how would you guys book the debut of if you were working in creative? I would have to because I'm not even really familiar with his work. So I really don't have anything because I'm just not familiar with him. What else we got here? We got George. He said, I didn't think Carmelo Hayes and Trick came out and tried to get involved. In the end, Hayes cashed in his contract and become yes. And it was quite the scene. Carmelo Hayes on that moment. So it was so unexpected. Hopefully we begin the new face carrying the NXT brand. I think so. What else we got here? We got Anthony. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I feel like Vince is building Carmelo and Trick like he was doing with Diesel and Sean during that attitude. I don't think necessarily that. I think he's I don't see that with them, and you know, like I just don't see that. I don't know. What about you? Do you see that?
Not really.
Yeah, we got George. He said NXT was good. I'm gonna give it a solid B. All right, cool. Barbara says you guys were awesome tonight. Thank you.
You're awesome.
You're very awesome. Very, very awesome. Champ, I pray you have a restful night after your rough day today, and for tomorrow to be good, peace, and refresh. I pray your heart desires come true. And he gave us a lovely Bible verse. Thank you, my friend. You're wonderful. He's always very nice. He's always very nice. He writes me, and he's always very kind. I appreciate that, sir.
Yeah, that's really nice.
Down the line, Toxic Dragon will split. No, I don't think so. They're going to be together forever. Wrestling groups breaking up? Never heard of it. You kidding me? Come on. We're just trying to have a good time. NXT was A+. Wow, she gave us an A+.
I'm not mad at it. I can see why. There's plenty of reasons why.
There's a lot of stuff going on. It's going to be fun. It's going to be fun times. And what's going to be fun is plugging all these shows. So, hey, Cap, you want to take turns with these if we plug shows? Yes. That's why she's the best tag team partner.
Okay. Today we have Mike Knox from Around the Blocks for the intelligent wrestling fan. That's at 6:30.
Yes, that's good. 6 to 6:30.
Yes.
I got you on this one. Monday Night Raw. We have
Why am I bald?
Huh?
Why am I bald?
That's such a sad picture. But we have the executive consultant and who is it? Oh, the Ultimate Fan. The Ultimate Fan and the executive commission. EC, you know him, the executive consultant. They talk Monday Night Raw right after. Well, there's a lot of names to take advantage to be saying. I'm sorry, I'm trying. But yeah, they do Monday night. As soon as Monday Night Raw go off the air, you'll do a great job covering this one. But what happens on Tuesdays?
On Tuesdays, it's the superpowers. Two greatest people. We are going to be going over NXT 2.0. Badguy Jack, Captain Shaysphere, at 10 o'clock or 10:15.
Yeah, we'll show up. I mean, we promise we'll show up. It might be 10:05, 10:15. We kind of run on Black people time, but we'll be here. We promise you. I guess we don't have no UPR East show really going on, but also on Wednesdays we have at 10 o'clock, right at, no, not exactly 10, but you get it, 10:05, right after AEW go up there. the coolest of the daddies, Big Daddy Cool, and sometimes the technician Davis Anderson. They be on Wednesdays. We'll talk about AEW. But before that, there's this great show going on, and she's here to tell you about it. I need you guys to listen.
It's the Challenge, Spies, Lies, and Allies review show with myself, Captain Shaysphere, and then have Mike Knox. It's gonna be good. Come watch. We're talking about people getting drunk and doing stupid stuff.
Wow, I felt very red at the moment. But and also on not also because it's not on Wednesdays, but on Fridays we just want to get the wrestling plugs out the way. But on Fridays, right after SmackDown go off the air, the administrator and oh my goodness, damn tongue, WWE Wrestling Doll. They sit here and they talk about all the events that happen on SmackDown. You should tune in. It's going to be a great time. On Thursday, they're UPRE. They're going to be talking about us. I'm not too sure about the exact time. I'm going to just take a guess and say it's at 8. But if you guys are following us on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter, you'll know. So you guys should tune in. They're going to be talking about us. And also on Thursday, they're going to be talking about Scream. Yeah, that should be great. That's going to be a great time. It's horror month. So they're going to talk about all the horrors and stuff like that. And on, I guess this is next Tuesday, they're going to be talking about Halloween Kills. That was a really sad picture. He looked like he got burnt. But you guys should tune in and watch it. Don't get burnt though. Watch the show. Oh, it's going to be a great time to talk about Halloween Kills. It's at if we're on at 10, they're on at 9. So check them out. And on Saturday, and Captain says she's going to check it out on Thursday. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. There's been a lot of talk about this movie, so they're going to be reviewing it on. Let me make sure I got this on Saturday. So you guys should tune in on UPRE's YouTube. And I think that's really all the plugs we got. And I mean, they didn't give us an exact date, but we have football. We talk football. Not us. We clearly don't. But we're just going to advertise and tell you guys should tune in because there's people in this brand that talk football and they're damn good at it. Just not us. Why does it sound like the $1 Million Man? What the hell was that? Damn. I guess okay. George want to say Tony Khan is trying to compete with SmackDown this Friday. What's your thoughts about that? You want to take that, show?
She's stupid. That's what my thoughts is. This man needs a life. He needs a friend. He needs a woman. He needs something because this is literally it's getting tiring at this point. He's I don't understand what universe he's living on, but it's not the one that we're on. 100% not the one that we're on. His brain does not operate like everyone else's, and he gets on my nerves. This is why I have him muted on Twitter because I can't. It's literally ridiculous. It's he's like some little child punching at his dad's knee. Look at me, Dad. Give me attention, Dad. It's can you just go on a swing or something, or get something? That's what I have to say. I'm done. I'm sorry. I'm done.
Don't be. That was great. That was tremendous. Everyone's been waiting to hear you just rant. Did a great job. I think we plugged everything. I think we did a great job doing talking about NXT. So with all that said, I want to say again, you guys in the chat, we want to say thank you for watching. Please, once again, like, love, and share. Follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch. I mean, we're pretty much any social media, we're there. And we hope to keep entertaining you, having a great and having fun because this is what it's all about, is having fun. I'm done talking. This is the part where we do our little intro because we have a really cool outro. So, Captain, any last words before we go home?
I think it's really sad that LA Knight was not on today's episode.
Those were her last words, and I sit here and go, damn, she's great. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Unpopular View NXT. I'm the bad guy. She's the captain, and we say, mwah. Good night, everybody.